Celebrate the holidays in style, in comfort. Entertain with attitude. Deck the halls with the classics, or the unexpected. Or wrap up a present on everyone's list, a gift card from the Elements. Share the spirit of the holiday season with all of us at the Elements. The Elements in Storm Lake and at Prairie Trail in Ankeny. We're anything but ordinary.
Well, at my house, the holidays are all about the family getting together, being truly grateful, eating too much, and planning for next year. So let's talk real estate. Well, good morning and welcome to the Home Show. Happens to be our last show of the year, 2018. I have guests here from Iowa Realty. We're going to talk about Hubbell Homes and Ankeny, Heritage Park at Prairie Trail to be specific. Tierney Verco is here and Jessica Schaefer is with us. Good to see you two.
You too. Thanks for having us.
You're both in that Ankeny busy office up there.
Yes.
And Hubbell Homes, of course, Iowa's largest builder. We'll start with you, Tierney. This neighborhood, though, in the northeast part of Prairie Trail, Heritage Park, walking distance to the district, and there's so much going on. We could spend our entire interview talking about that.
We could. There's been so many fun things we've been hearing about planning to happen, and now they're actually coming true. So, for instance, this Thursday will be the grand opening of our movie theater and bowling alley that we've been waiting for, and everybody's really excited about that. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, the new library's coming, and a new hotel, and it seems that new shops and restaurants popping up. This is the virtual town square, Jessica,
yes,
of Prairie Trail, this wonderful planned concept.
Yes, it's nice because it's walkable. Our community is really growing, and we see a lot of people outside walking their dogs.
Oh, yeah.
And enjoying what the district is bringing, and we're really excited. Totally
unique neighborhood.
Yeah.
Our builder, Hubbell Homes, I mentioned, and that brings up the home of the month, which we're going to see, right?
Yes, our home of the month is 1410 Southwest Pleasant Lane. It's our Riley plan. It's our two-story. It's over 1,700 square feet, and we've got a lot of great incentives on that home this month.
Now that price point grabs me, Tierney. That's a great price in today's world.
Yeah, it's super accessible to everybody. It's going to keep your payments really low, but yet you still get to be a part of that Prairie Trail area. Low monthly payments included in it, though. This month, Hubbell is going to offer a full appliance package, refrigerator, washer, dryer.
Wow.
And then with our preferred lender, being Home Services Lending, they're going to add $1,750 in closing costs for you. Also, a mortgage buy down of $3,000 to go with it.
That is really quite a list. And our price to begin with at $218,900 is a great price.
Yes, yeah.
Wow.
Hard to beat.
And big news with Home Services Lending, now the preferred lender at Hubbell Homes. Of course, Iowa's largest builder, 160-year legacy with the dry basement guarantee, the brand names, the 160, I mentioned 160 years, in-house warranties. It goes on and on. If our viewers aren't aware, Jessica, number 4 fastest growing city in America, and a lot of good things come with that.
Yes, definitely. Like we had mentioned, the district is one of the most popular places in Ankeny. It's growing every day. Just a lot of great boutique shopping out there, restaurants, you know, like you had mentioned, the library. And another thing that's everyone is really excited about in Ankeny, and that's opening this week actually, is the B&B movie theater and bowling alley.
So in celebration of this weekend and the big things happening in Prairie Trail, we're offering some tickets, a drawing at our open house. So everybody that comes through to visit and sees what we have to offer at 1410 Pleasant Lane gets entered into a drawing so that they can take their family out to Prairie Trail and enjoy everything we have.
And who's there today for open house?
It's me.
Jessica gets to be there.
Jessica Schaefer will be there this afternoon for a closer look at what Hubbell's doing at Prairie Trail. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
And I know you're going to love working with these two, a couple of young, dynamic pros. Tell us about it. Hashtag Sweet Home Iowa.
Business Insider calls Des Moines the best place to live with a low cost of living.
Adel, Iowa, next stop on the Home Show. Big news, 7-year full tax abatement on new construction, and it ends soon. We're going to talk about that with my guests. Closer to me is Missy Pattee. Good to have you back.
Thank you.
And Tricia Evans is here.
Thank
Tricia.
you.
Let's talk about this tax abatement now, because it gets a little bit tricky technically it ends the 31st of December, but these 11 homes are kind of grandfathered in, right?
They are complete, so it's whatever is complete, it will be assessed by the end of the year, and that qualifies for the full 7 years. So all 11 of ours are complete and ready to go.
Even
Save
if they
you
don't
money.
sell till January,
Yep. So even if
technically.
you don't close till January,
Okay, good.
you're good.
And we should also mention there will be another program in Adel, but we don't know exactly what that is, and it won't be as good as the 7-year, suffice it to say, right?
Yes, exactly. Definitely is more of a significant savings with this tax abatement that we have now.
Talk about this neighborhood and our builder, Greyhawk Homes of Iowa.
Yeah, Greyhawk has been building in the metro for about 9 years now. We've been in Adel for about a year and a half. We definitely focus in on building a bigger, larger quality home with a lot of added special features.
So now let's talk about Bailey's Grove, our neighborhood. Really convenient spot to commute into the city or back into the town of Adel proper, right?
Yes, very. Just right off 169.
And 11 homes, price range, general price range?
You're looking at 300 to 390. We just did reductions on all 11 of them, up to 20,000 on some of them. So.
Wow. And the one we're going to feature is at 377.9, and Missy, it's loaded.
Yeah, so this is going to be our one of our more popular two-story floor plans, Independence 2. You're looking at 2,614 square feet. You have 4 bedrooms, 4 baths. A lot of people like this plan because it does have the Jack and Jill bathroom upstairs.
Right.
Then also has what I like to call like a mini master suite off one of the bedrooms. So this home site, we are on a walkout lot, does have a covered deck. We do have the durable Hardy Color Plus siding. A lot of added extra features such as soft close cabinets, quartz. We upgraded the tile.
And we need to mention hundreds of square feet of potential downstairs with this great walkout home site, so that's good stuff. And a new price of $377.9.
This home is just down the street from a new daycare and also from a park. We also have a preferred partner with Home Services Lending, which will cover your closing costs up to $1,700 and 1% origination fee.
We need to mention, Tricia, this is a national builder, Greyhawk. They've been around a long time.
They have been, yep. Energy Star ratings.
Won a National Energy Award a few years ago. And back to the city of Adel. You know, this is a charming, smaller community in central Iowa. Quick commute into the city. Talk about the schools. Tricia, you have kids in the
I
schools.
do have kids at the high school and the middle school. They're thriving. They love it. Great schools, great teachers.
I think ADM is rated in the top 10 in the state of Iowa, which is really amazing for something other than a 4A school. And you have the brick streets, the courthouse, the charm of the square and all that, the aquatic center, River Valley Golf. It's all good. Now, who's there today to give them the tour?
I will be there.
Missy Patty with open house today. Greyhawk the builder, Bailey's Grove, the neighborhood in Adel, and do talk about great new prices and the 7-year tax abatement, which still works for you. Thanks for being with me.
Thank you.
I want to mention one of our preferred partners. That would be Amerispec. When it's time for that home inspection, they've done more than 20,000 of them, so they know what they're doing. They know construction. They're dependable, they're honest, they're on time. They do radon mitigation as well. Don't forget the name, Amerispec.
Thrill List named Des Moines one of the top underappreciated American cities. Quote, you should totally move to.
Next stop is Bondurant, Iowa, and I have a first-time guest on the show. It's always fun. Heather Losey is here from our Jordan Creek office. Great to have you with us.
Thank you very much.
And we've been talking about small town Iowa, where we grew up and all that, and now we're old friends. That's how that works, right?
Very much so.
Chateau Homes is our builder of note that we want to feature in Bondurant. But let's talk about the community first. Tax abatement there for some big savings.
There is a tax abatement there, graduated tax abatement. You can have thousands of dollars of savings over the 3 years.
Right. And our neighborhood is specifically is the Chateau at Wolf Creek.
Correct, yes. It's a great place. They have a community center, community pool, children's playground,
Wow.
Some ponds you can fish in. The HOAs are very reasonable, $40 per month.
That's excellent.
Yes, people really appreciate that.
Well, and I think these price points that we're going to get to now as we see some new homes in the area are going to really get people's attention here. We're talking about $239 in a world where 100 more than that is pretty average.
That's correct, Mike. We have our split foyer here. It's 1652 square feet.
Good size.
It's 3 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 2 family areas, a laundry room downstairs, very efficient use of space, very good price per square foot.
Well, the split foyer arrangement has always used space really well. As you say, 1,652 square feet is pretty roomy for a price of $239. Now, there's a ranch nearby that's also complete.
There is a ranch. It's a little over 1,400 square feet. It's a walkout ranch. It's a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, family room with a fireplace.
Okay.
It's an open concept, very nice as well.
Price there?
That one is $259.
And that's the one with no neighbors behind you, which is really appealing.
That is very appealing, yes.
And then a couple of other homes under construction.
Correct. So we have a couple 2-story homes under construction. 1 4-bedroom, 1 3-bedroom.
Okay.
So they'll be coming up in the future.
Slightly larger, so price points maybe just a little higher, but everything's under $280, right?
Correct, yes.
That's just excellent in today's world. I want to talk briefly about Bondurant and the location there with the bypass, Prairie Meadows, Adventureland, the outlet mall, all really close and handy to you.
It's a very handy location. We're a few minutes, literally a few minutes from the interstate, so you can be anywhere very quickly.
And Heather Losey is from our Jordan Creek office. You'll be there today, right?
I will, yes.
We're going to send them out. Nice to see you.
Thank you,
Thanks
Mike.
for coming by. If it's time to sell, you're thinking about selling, the buyers are out there, and when you list your home with Iowa Realty, your agent is professionally trained with the experience and the team to get the job done, get the home sold. That's what it's all about. You'll be listing with Iowa's largest real estate brokerage.
Create your new life together in style with the wedding registry at the Elements at Prairie Trail in Ankeny. Unwrap exactly what you need for your new home. Dinnerware, flatware, glassware, kitchen tools, cookware and linens, furniture, artwork, gifts, and more. All available online at elementsbyksorby.com. Free gift wrap, delivery available. The Elements. We're anything but ordinary.
Tulip Tree Lane. Love how that rolls off the tongue. This is West Des Moines, Glen Oaks, private golf community. Fabulous walkout ranch at a fabulous price. We're talking about a great Iowa home here, and my friend Mike Bray from Iowa Realty is with us. Michael, good to see you.
Good morning, Mike.
What can you say? Great location, great price, wonderful home.
Well, you know, Glen Oaks is a community in West Des Moines. In case you are not familiar with Glen Oaks and maybe just watching the show, moving to Des Moines here in the near future.
Right.
Glen Oaks is a gated community, has a Tom Fazio design championship golf course. There's a country club within the development. You don't have to belong to the country club to live in Glen Oaks, but it is a neighborhood with a really great lifestyle.
And you're surrounded by wonderful homes, which is great for your property value. And here we have about 4,000 square feet of quality in a ranch with lots of elbow room and lots of wonderful features.
It's a spacious home, high ceilings, like you said, well-built, quality home. The home has a lot of nice updates recently by these owners. They've done the improvements on new shingles, driveway, HVAC system.
Nice.
So you can come in, personalize it yourself a little bit, spend the money on what you like to spend it on, but don't have to worry about the real expensive tickets like that.
Well, and we'll talk about the price again, but $595 in today's world in this spot, the home site alone would be half of that.
I would guess so. It has a private setting, backs to trees. As you mentioned, it's on Tulip Tree Lane, nice quiet rolling street through the Glen Oaks community.
Well, tell me all about it. We're going to take a look here on Visi Photography.
I would consider it a nice open floor plan. As I mentioned, there's quite a few improvements, not only to the other items, but they've done a lot to the kitchen, bathrooms. There's a lot of white trim throughout, wood flooring. The windows bring in a lot of nice natural daylight. So the list kind of goes on and on. The lower level just flows. It's got a rec room, second fireplace, 2 more bedrooms, wet bar. The home is really designed for entertaining. And
it is a quiet spot backing up to some trees. And we'll see the back of the home here in a moment, kind of from the trees, so to speak. Great access to downtown, the airport, West Glen, Jordan Creek, wherever you might want to go.
All the hospitals downtown, the hospitals in West Des Moines, upscale shopping across the street.
And again, at $595, as is most often the case, a great Iowa home is a bargain, Michael.
I think it'd be a good opportunity. It is newly listed about 30 days ago. Can be shown by appointment. We'd love to have you take a tour.
Well, and again, if you were trying to duplicate this home today, if you could find that spot at Glen Oaks, which might be impossible, you could add a couple $100,000 to your bill. That's how that would work. So again, Mike's at our Jordan Grove, Iowa Realty office. Love to give you the private tour of this terrific walkout ranch at Glen Oaks. Thank you, Michael.
Thank you for having me.
And photography, of course, by our world-class photography partner, Vizzy.
PWP calls Des Moines the 4th best city in the Midwest for real estate.
One of our regulars on the show, Bob Seeley, is with us from our Valley West Iowa Realty office. Robert, good to have you back.
Thank you. Nice to be here.
Always works with Kimberly Development, one of the great builders, and I use that word very carefully in our market. Celebrating 40 years into business this year. We joke about him wallpapering his office with awards because he could.
True. You know, it's just amazing. Like you say, he's been here for 40 years. And in celebration of that, we have 2 homes out at Painted Woods West that we're selling brand new, of course, in 2018, but we're selling them at 2016 prices.
You saw it coming. You knew you wanted some inventory right now.
Yep. And it's kind of nice because in a time when prices are really just going through the roof, we have an opportunity here to sell some houses that, I mean, probably will never get built at that price again. So we really have a couple of really nice ones to look at.
Well, this is Waukee, technically, with those terrific schools which are being requested nowadays.
Right.
And the location here, we got to talk about 5 minutes to the Triangle in downtown Waukee. What is it, 7-8 minutes to Jordan Creek?
You know, and it's just incredible. It's if you go through Painted Woods West and then drive down and get on the interstate. I mean, it's just, I bet it's less than a minute. It's just, and once you're on the interstate, you can go anywhere in town in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So it's very, very convenient.
Couple of ranches here, in addition to some wonderful home sites, lots of choices there.
There really are. We have walkouts, of course, cul-de-sac lots. We have water view lots. He's really purchased some perfect building locations. So you should come out and take a look at that. So if you have an inkling that this might be the time to build that special house, this would be the time to do it because the lots that he still has available are beautiful. And the one we're looking at today is the Kensington, probably one of their most popular designs.
Right.
And the nice part is, in a time of so many similar ranch plans, these two are very, very different. He just did a great job with the design, with the space, and the amenities are really, really nice.
Well, you know, part of what's made him successful is ideas. He's a world traveler, and he will have unique ideas that aren't just your run-of-the-mill way to build a house.
Yep, he really does. And if you look at, like I say, the kitchens are absolutely, fabulous. Have all the great features, the walk-in closets, the walk-in pantry. In one case, we have 2 bedrooms up, 2 bedrooms down, as in this case, and the other one has 3 bedrooms up and 1 bedroom down. So really a lot of different opportunities. There's a Jack and Jill bath in the plan next door. So there's a lot of things to look at. And of course, he finishes off the lower level. These are both walkouts, fully finished, wet bars downstairs, bedrooms downstairs, full bathrooms, lots and lots of space.
And I happen to know that that's a Bill Kimberly bar.
That really is. He likes them right there in the corner, right back where the door is, and that's his favorite spot. So come see us. We'd love to show you this house.
And Bob can also tell you how you can lock down your mortgage rate in case they do take a big jump upward, which they may. We don't know.
Well, and that's one of the nice things because you don't build a house and do it in 30 days. It's a longer building process, but we can actually lock in the interest rates so to take a lot of that uncertainty out of it and still get a great rate.
Open house today, Bob Seeley at Painted Woods West, and we should have mentioned the $1 million homes right across the street.
They're all there.
Good for your property value. Thank you, Bob.
Thanks, Mike.
You know, fraud is nothing to sneeze at. It can't be taken lightly. It's real. And you want to protect your investment. If you're like me, your home's your largest investment. And you can do it with Home Safe from Home Services of Iowa.
Expedia ranks Des Moines a top most artistic medium-sized city.
Well, you know, Iowa really has a lot of young, dynamic women, and you're going to meet one right now who's taken that to a whole other level, and that would be Liz Chesney. She's a professional agent with Iowa Realty, also a home builder. Now, who else can say that, huh?
Yeah, there aren't many of us, but it's something I really enjoy. So.
Well, and the competition, I guess, that factors in because you are a woman in a men's arena.
Yeah.
But you know what? Your female touches show up in your designs, and it works.
Well, thank you for saying that, but that's something that I think is really important. I try to put myself and my family in every house that I design and think about where am I going to put the kids' school backpacks when they
Sure.
get home, and,
Right.
and just kind of planning that day-to-day life. And I think that it's appreciated when you start living in a Kyanite home.
Well, we have a neighborhood that we haven't featured on the show before, the Crossings at Deer Creek in Ankeny, and this is east of Interstate 35 and really kind of a nice little area.
Yeah, this is my favorite development in Ankeny. The crossings at Deer Creek are 1 mile east of I-35, and you kind of go up and over a hill. You go past the old Kidman Tree Farm in town.
Right.
Turn left, and it's in a little valley surrounded by trees. You can't hear the interstate, see it. You
Nice.
feel like you're in the middle of the country, but you are a mile from the interstate, and it would be perfect if someone was commuting to Ames or Des Moines, or
Sure.
perhaps a family that had both.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, now we have a two-story that we're going to take a look at here.
Yeah.
4-bedroom, two-story. Tell me all about it.
Yeah, so this is one of the 2 spec homes I have for sale. This one's completed, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, just shy of 1,900 square feet, a 12 by 20 deck, huge backyard. It backs to the community walking trails, walk-in pantry, just a great floor plan, also a 3-car garage.
Potential in the lower level for more square footage and a price tag here under $300.
That's right, $295.
In today's world, that is really an attractive price. Then there's also a ranch nearby.
Yeah, so I also have a ranch that's at drywall stage right now. It's only $260,000. It's got a really sleek contemporary elevation, big backyard. And I have another home that is sold right next door to this 2-story, but it's the same ranch plan. So you could walk through and see what that plan is like
And
finished.
see that lower level finished, right?
Yes.
Now mention another plat, another area of the neighborhood with some larger home sites and some slightly more expensive homes.
Correct. And also, so this 2-story is in Plat 1 of the crossings at Deer Creek.
Okay.
And I own 6 lots available for custom building, and they're only $60,000 a piece.
Excellent. Excellent price.
Yeah, and then on Plat 2, which is on the other side of the neighborhood, I own 4 lots, one of which has a custom build that's sold, but I still have 3 lots available. They're walkouts, they are backing to trees, ponds, grassy open areas, and they're cul-de-sac lots, so you don't have any through traffic.
Nice.
And they're larger, which they could support, a bigger home too.
So we'd see 350 or so for those homes, something like that.
Yeah.
And if you're new to the metro, Ankeny, number 4 fastest growing city in America, great schools, quick commute any direction, new retail, the golf, the lakes, pretty good package. And Liz Chesney's at our Ankeny office if you'd like to have a closer look at what's going on at the crossings at Deer Creek. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good to see you. This is the Iowa Realty Weekly. It's our own section of the Sunday Register. You'll find it every week right behind the main news section. The hot new listings, great Iowa homes, builder ads, and much more in the paper.
The Elements, with more than 7,000 square feet of ideas for your home, your style, your attitude. Comfortable, functional, sophisticated, stylish. We make the design process simple, quick, and complete. Ask about the Elements risk-free house call service and visit with our design team today. The Elements in Storm Lake and in the district at Prairie Trail in Ankeny. We're anything but ordinary.
I want to mention whether you're a buyer or a seller, HSA is something to remember. They're in the warranty business. I like to say they're in the peace of mind business. Get the appliances and those systems covered, and then you can relax with HSA. Well, Chris Kay and Connie Brosder are here. They're a team in life, and they are a team with Iowa Realty. Great to see you two.
Thank you.
And Chris, it's been a while. I'm glad you finally came back to see us.
My pleasure.
Great to have you here. Connie, let's start with you and talk about Adele here. Southbridge is our neighborhood. and Destiny Homes is our builder of note. But the big news, I think, maybe is the 7-year tax abatement that is winding down.
Winding down, but we do have inventory that will be completed this year, and
Yep.
so you can still buy into next year this particular properties and still get the 7-year tax abatement on them. We have 4.
And that's just huge. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars here in savings over the course of that mortgage. Good stuff. Chris, if we send them out to Adel today to see you at open house, what are they going to find?
We have 3 ranch home completed.
Okay.
Price from $244,900
Wow.
to $299,000, and we have 1 2-story home, 4-bedroom, 3-car for $292,000.
You know, Connie, in today's world, anything under $300 has to be viewed as a great price because the average cost of new construction in the metro is way above that.
I'll tell you, anytime we can build our houses just over that 200 mark, we get a lot of calls.
Absolutely.
Because that's where our market is right now.
Well, and
a
in
lot of
addition to the tax abatement, we want to mention USDA money and Veterans Administration. Talk about that.
Well, first I want to show you this home that we have up right now. We have 0 entrance. We have the lower countertops, wider doors. We have an elevator there. And this was built to meet the American Disabilities Act.
That is just wonderful, and so rare do we see this kind of thing, and just a great thing for disabled people. Truly
It is, definitely.
Now, VA, USDA money available and nothing down, in addition to the tax abatement. That gets pretty juicy.
Yes, it does.
It sure does.
It's less than rent, basically. Most of on your $240,000, $50,000 homes, your payment's going to probably run in that $1,200 range.
And Chris, these aren't stripped down homes. These are well-equipped homes.
Very well done as far as quartz countertop, hardwood floors, nice trim, all that 2x6 construction, very high energy efficiency homes.
And if you're a new viewer or not familiar with the Metro or Adel, quick commute into the city. We're talking 7-8 minutes to Waukee, less than half an hour downtown. Top 10 school system, ADM, the courthouse, the brick streets, a lot of charm, the old town square. So it's a great place to live. And some new neighborhoods coming up soon.
If you've been out to Southbridge, just on the east side of 169 south of Adel, you'll see we have dirt moving on the north side of that development and also on the south side of the development we've just done. And we're going to have some surprise prices in there this spring, just a tad bit over to the 200.
Wow. Destiny Homes, our builder, and open house today with Chris Kay at Southbridge, the neighborhood in Adel. Connie Brosder, Chris Kay, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and all that.
Merry Christmas. Thank you, Mike.
Good to see you too.
Same to you, Mike.
And that is our show. We want to thank you for joining us, our final show of the year, 2018. Thanks to Dan Nannon and his great crew here at Silver Wings Productions. Thanks to the Elements at Prairie Trail in Ankeny for our beautiful set here on the home show. For everybody at Iowa Realty, we'll take a couple of weeks off. We'll see you in 2019. And until then, this is Mike Pace. Have a safe, happy holiday season.